Afternoon, YouTube. KC1QXL here, the ins and outs of ham radio. Today, on this episode, POTA versus SOTA. What is right for you? So, I'm getting ready to do both. Parks on the air, POTA. You go to a designated state park, and you activate it, either HF, VHF, UHF. Pretty much the only rule is that you cannot use a repeater. POTA is very unique versus SOTA. POTA is one of those things that there's a lot more POTA activating sites than there is SOTA sites. So in Vermont, there is 108 designated state parks. I live in Vermont. So my goal is to activate all 108 parks. We'll see how far we get. I'm hopefully going to work on some this coming year. And then, you know, a lot of people do HF on POTA because it's a lot easier. Of course, in the valley, usually in the valley doing state park stuff. Some stuff you can actually, some state parks are on summits, and you can actually get good distance. For example, Mount Washington State Park, you've got Ascutney State Park, Mount Fallow State Park, Elias State Park. So there's a few in Vermont and New Hampshire that I know of. And then we'll touch on SOTA. I'll go into each one more in depth in a different video. This is a quick overview. So a summit's on the air. You go to a summit, like a designated summit, just like you do a park, and you try to make as many contacts as you can. That's the key of the game. With parks on the air, you need 10 contacts. With summits on the air, you need 4 contacts, whether it be HF, VHF, UHF. And that's the way SOTA works. You have to be a lot more physically fit to do summits on the air. And you want to have the smallest gear, the lightest stuff, so it's not as hard to go. You know, some summits are 6,000 feet high. Mount Washington is a 6,000 foot summit, 6,288 feet to be exact. But there's an auto road drives up there. So that makes that one easy. But a lot of summits do not have any auto roads. Some summits don't even have good access points. A lot of summits have nice hiking trails, and some you gotta bushwhack your way there. So you definitely be a lot more physically fit to do summits on the air versus parks on the air. You know, parks on the air, you can go to a state park whether you're visually impaired, you're handicapped, whatever. You can actually go there in your vehicle and activate from your vehicle. With parks on the air, with summits on the air, you have to get at least 100 feet from your vehicle. You cannot be attached to your vehicle. You have to be battery operated. So an HT, a Battlefighting Water HT, can actually work for that. If you're high enough on a summit. If not, you'd have to get a good VHF, UHF radio, or even a nice small HF radio you can pack in, portable. A lot of people do CW on summits on the air because it's lightweight. You don't have to have a very big battery, light antennas, everything's just so compact and a lot easier. So I got back here behind me, I know it's a mess in my office. So this green bag is going to be a small hiking bag just to go with the family. I can bring my ham radio equipment. But this other bag is my big SOTA bag. I got antennas and all kinds of stuff in it. I'll show you that at another date. And as far as my POTA setup, I don't have a POTA setup yet. I'm working on getting a bunch of equipment together as we speak. So hopefully I'd really love to do a POTA activation before snow hit. We got some snow last night, but it melted away today. So I'd love to do it before we hit too much snow. And as far as parks on the air, I've never done parks on the air, so not really much knowledge about it, but hopefully we're going to learn together. Summits on the air, I've done a lot. I chased a lot of summits. It's chasing in summits and you hunt parks, so it's different things you do there. But that's just a quick overview of between parks on the air and summits on the air. So, which one would you like? You know, parks on the air, summits on the air. It's your decision. It's definitely both good things to do. I'm going to do both. I really like hiking. I really like going to state parks. You know, there's a lot of state parks that have nice hiking trails. And, you know, we're going to make a challenge out of it for the family. We're going to go have some fun. So, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for following my YouTube channel. And if you made it this far in the video, put POTA or SOTA in the comments. Put POTA or SOTA in the comments. Those are your 2 keywords for the day. We're going to start doing keywords and see how many viewers we actually have watching all of our videos. So this is Derek with the Ins and Outs of Ham Radio saying 7-3 and have a great one. KC1QXL.